And we are having our business spotlight today with Sandy Free from Devoted Bookkeeping. And we're doing the business spotlight celebrating women entrepreneurs. So, and I can honestly say that Sandy is one of those women entrepreneurs.
I
Hey,
try.
Sandy, how you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. It's a beautiful
Good.
day. So, tell me, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, we can talk about small businesses and how they need to educate themselves on their numbers so they can run their businesses.
Okay. So, with your bookkeeping, tell us how we can actually benefit by having a bookkeeper with a small business.
Okay. What we do in our bookkeeping business is we use QuickBooks Online. It's basically all we work with is QuickBooks Online. It makes it very simple. We attach their bank to QuickBooks, and then all their activity feeds in there, and then we code it to the proper accounts and make sure we reconcile the accounts, make sure we have everything, and we review it. And then that way, when they go to look at their numbers, they are correct because you really would have a problem running your small business if the numbers weren't correct.
Gotcha. True. I didn't realize you did it exactly that way. That's cool. Um, so I see on Shark Tank a lot of times businesses go in front of these sharks to be, for
Hmm.
investments, and they always give out their number, their valuation of their business, and they calculate it, and all the sharks always laugh at them because it's not a correct valuation, or they congratulate them if they do have that, but they do ask them about their numbers, and some people they know their numbers, and then there's others that look at the sharks like they have three heads. So how can you help other businesses know their numbers?
Well, what I like to do first is get the numbers correct and then sit down with them and do a cash flow statement with them, do a forecasting. We help them know their numbers, but we also want to know where they're going. What are your pain points? Why'd you start your business? You know, what do you want to do with your life? You want to make your business run and then sell it? Do you want to give it to a child? There's a lot of different things, and so we like to know what your future looks like. What does 5 years look like? What does 10 years look like? And we can also do forecasting to help them get to the plan that they've made.
Very much like coaching.
Basically, yeah, we do financial coaching, I guess is what we call it, and
Hmm.
we don't let them come up with an answer. We help them together to get that answer. And that's where we differ a
Right.
little bit with the coaching. And we hold
Right.
them
That's where
accountable.
the consulting comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And hold them accountable, make
absolutely.
sure they stay on task.
That's right. That's important even in the consulting world that I deal with my business. Vicky says, let's talk the coaching and consulting. So,
Yeah.
absolutely. That makes sense. And so, what size of businesses can actually benefit by that?
Well, I think all businesses can. We only work with a small business. Your bigger businesses should have their CFOs on site. So, yeah.
And so, for you, what do you consider the small business
It
grouping for you?
probably depends on how many employees they have. Is the owner actually in the business, or is there a manager running it? Because I like dealing with the owners. I like to deal with them personally, one to one. But
Right.
the gross revenue really doesn't matter. It's probably the size of all the components. I think so.
Okay. So, that makes sense too. Nice. So, what kind of services can you provide a small business?
We can provide the bookkeeping, and we can provide the business advising. We we have been doing payroll, but we've decided to some of it we're going to start outsourcing the payroll, um, just because it makes you stick to a certain day on that payroll, so it kind of limits your time and limits what you can do outside of that. So I like to I like to let my mind run. I like to be that entrepreneur and help the small businesses do that also.
Sounds fun. Yeah, I could see where you'd like the consulting part.
Yeah,
You're a people person and a numbers person combined. That's kind of rare.
yeah. but to do the work, you have to get down in the weeds. And sometimes I don't like to be in the weeds all the time. I like to be up there in the higher level and do that consulting. So
Absolutely. But that comes with experience. How long have you owned your business?
I've been in business 40 plus years.
Yeah,
And I
same.
love it. Yeah, I will not probably retire. I may get other things to do on the side, but my youngest son is part of us. He owns 25%, and hopefully within 5 years, he'll own 100%. So,
Yeah. And there's that forecasting where you've already figured out how you're going to make it work for both of you guys.
yeah, my
So,
exit strategy, Vicki.
yeah, this is succession plan, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. Doesn't matter what size you are, having that plan in place is you got to do it like the big guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, the best way to get a hold of you is you're on Facebook, right? And Devoted Bookkeeping.
Yes. Or I have a
Instagram.
personal page. I don't think I'm on Instagram. I have a social media person. I think she has me on Facebook and LinkedIn. If she has me on the other sites, I don't get on there to check. So,
Okay. So
but you
find her
can,
on Facebook and LinkedIn.
yeah, or you can email me at sandy@devotedbookkeeping.com, or you can actually even call me. I actually answer my phone. 316,
If you want to put your number out there, go ahead.
sure, 316-516-1816. So,
Very good. So anything you'd like to add before we sign out?
I don't think so. I also, if there's small businesses or startups that can't afford me, I do teach. I do help educate them to do their own. That way, it's a lower price for them because startups can't really afford that at this point.
That's a good point. So if you're a brand new business or if you're a small business and your budget is very limited, get a hold of Sandy anyway. She can get you set up in the right way. So that way, when you can afford her, when you've grown enough, you're already set up correctly. But she can teach you how to do your own through her instructional format that she has.
Right. And I
Absolutely.
can also help them get their QuickBooks set up correctly. Because, for example, real estate investors, they have special needs for their chart of accounts and their products and services. Get it set up right in the beginning. So
True. Very true. Very true. So follow Sandy on Facebook and LinkedIn. You can connect her with her .com, devotedbookkeeping.com as well. And you can connect with her on her personal Facebook. And I'm Vicki Nevins with the Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs. We have the .com as well. If you're a business owner, you can list your business there as a female business owner, and it's free to list your business. We are on the Facebook, Instagram, catch us on LinkedIn as well. Sandy's also one of our women to follow. She is hand selected by myself as one of the women in business with integrity and people that you can trust and the business example that they lead by. And so when we do a variety of our different events, you will see Sandy in the future doing different things with us. So reach out and connect with Sandy if you need to have any kind of entrepreneurial type of information. If you have questions, Sandy's been in business long enough to be able to help you find the resources to figure out what to do. She may not be able to hold your hand, but she can tell you, go check this out.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely. Because I know you've always been open to help other people.
Yep.
So I tell you what, find Sandy on the internet, find us on the internet, and let's do some fun stuff in the future. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks for being one of our business spotlights today. And today's National Burrito Day. Go find one.
Yes. Whole beans.
Whole beans. Yeah, at least you didn't say hold the beans.
Yeah.
Very good. Find the burritos. There's a lot of specials online. Catch you guys